If you are someone who is struggling with technique in a particular lift, a form is breaking down at a certain point in a certain lift, and you've spent a considerable amount of time, weeks, months, years, trying to perfect that technique, and it is just not going anywhere. Something you need to consider is maybe you just aren't strong enough to have proper technique. I found a very specific example of this with my friend Megan, who I've been helping. And for the longest time on her bench, we were trying so hard to fix her technique, give her cues to fix her technique, work on drills. But we just could not keep her elbows from flaring. We could not keep the bar from drifting towards her stomach when she presses. And it wasn't until we decided maybe it isn't a technique issue, maybe it's a strength issue. Maybe she is not strong enough to perform proper technique. So at that point, we changed our gears and we started to attack a specific weakness, which was her lats. If she cannot keep her elbows from flaring, it's a good sign that her lats aren't tight enough or strong enough. If the bar drifts at touch towards her belly, it's a good sign that she's not strong enough in her lats to keep the bar in position. So what we did was we attacked her lats in many different phases, whether it be just straight up lat strength through like lat pull downs, rows, pull ups, and stuff like that, to more specific stuff to training her lats during the bench to stay tight via band tension, pulling her backwards. So, what I'm saying is, if you are experiencing issues with your technique, it might not be a technique issue. You might just not be strong enough to perform proper technique. Once we finished strengthening Megan's lats and we went back to progressing with bench again, her strength levels went through the roof. She PR'd on her bench, on her raw bench, by at least 30 to 40 pounds, and that wasn't through any type of strength. That wasn't through any type of technique cues and stuff like that. It was just straight up training her lats. It wasn't training her bench. It wasn't training the lift. It was training her lats specifically to be strong enough to hold that position while she was benching. So take into consideration, if you are struggling with technique on a specific lift, maybe you need to tackle it a different way. Maybe it's just not that you lack the ability to have proper technique, you lack the strength to have proper technique. Give that a whirl and see how it works out for you.